Peak Week Day 2, and today is sponsored by depression. That's because I just got a text from my coach saying I'm not allowed to use condiments anymore. So in terms of food, it's actually ultra restrictive now because we're not playing games anymore and we're just safe to not have a Crohn's flare happen. Only meat that I'm going to eat for the next week is ground turkey and, well, obviously eggs, egg whites. Only carb source I'm going to have is cream of rice. And the Elevate actually is the only source of joy that I get throughout the day as well. Made a little blueberry concoction to top it off. And since we are starting the water loading phase, I have to drink 7 liters of water today, and I believe it's gonna go like 7, 8, and then like 200 milliliters for show day, or something like that, just to sort of flush all the water out of my system. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll get back to you on the water protocol soon. Depression. 15 months in the making.
Yep.
So this is Prince. He was, let's just do a before and after quick with what just happened now, and then we'll come to this conversation.
You wanna like twist out and bring out the lats a little bit? And then twist it. Open up, you kind of bring it like, so you open up, take a deep breath in.
Yeah, I got nothing there. Not yet, kid. We'll just skip this one.
Oh, this is my worst pull. Oh, yeah.
How many people tell you that they're gonna lose weight and then do it?
Like a lot of people say it, you know, it's very easy to say it, but to do it and then end up competing, because I've had people tell me, you know, because competing is like
it's a different beast.
But majority of the time they don't know how hard it's gonna get.
I did not know. I did not know how hard it was gonna get.
Yeah. So that's why I admire what you did, man, because like, bro, first of all, you lost a shit ton of weight. Like you literally, bro, you became a new human being.
Oh,
like,
I lost a human being.
Yeah,
like,
you did. But I will, you know, when like people do like stunts and they're like, don't try this at home.
This is exactly what
this is it. Like for real, because like a lot of people see, you know, your transformation and like, yes, it's possible, but
doesn't mean you should do it.
It doesn't mean you should do it because like it takes. For you, like I said, you were just a freaking animal, bro. Like, I don't know how the hell you did that, man. When you interviewed Hani and
Derek?
Yeah. Bro, they couldn't believe it either.
3 years? 3 years. I say you did it in 18 months.
Okay, so the answer is 11 months.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
In 11 months. That almost sounds dangerous in a way.
Yeah,
and those are like the top guys.
Like,
you know, yeah.
Like people who would understand the peak of human potential.
Yep. Every day I was watching the changes happen. And I was like, holy man, this is getting insane. And you know, the beauty of it too is you had people who were supporting you the whole time. And then when you got to that point where you hit the goal and you started setting like, you know, standards where you're like, okay, I'm gonna compete now, I'm gonna do this. From people supporting you, you started getting hate.
Yes.
Bro, that was mind blowing for me. It just showed you like that if you rely on human feedback to do stuff, bro, you'll be stuck in the same place.
It's like the old saying, right? People want you to do well, it's just not better than them.
Yeah.
And I feel like this was the best example of that, where like everybody was like, oh, nice, the fat guy's losing weight, sweet.
Yeah.
And then the second that I went from the fat guy losing weight to the, oh, this guy's actually more jacked than I am now.
Yeah.
It must be drugs.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, this is not healthy. Oh, bro, I was reading all the comments. I was like, yo, these are the same people that were like, you can do it, keep going. Because, and the funny thing about it is because they could see themselves in you, right? But then you became a whole new different person.
And they couldn't relate anymore.
And they couldn't relate.
No.
A lot of people think that you just decided, oh, I'm gonna lose weight. No,
this was like months in the making.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you were gearing your mind for this stuff.
One day I flipped my switch and I was like, okay, it's happening, yes.
Yeah.
But that took months before. Like I have a video on Instagram about 2 months before I actually did the whole like I'm gonna lose weight, which was like, so I'm gonna quit playing video games. I'm gonna stop watching porn. I'm gonna like essentially like, stop all these bad habits in my life, right? But then if you go even back farther than that, like January 2023, so like at the very start of the year, that's when I started my TRT. Right, where my test levels were in the 70s, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I found my motivation to fucking live again. Yeah, let's start going back to the gym. And so it took me about 6 months just to get going. One day I flipped my switch and I was like, okay, this like now it's time. Now I'm ready. But it didn't just happen overnight.
Also had a background of like competing in strongman.
All the comments like, oh, it's impossible to grow that much. Bro, I lost like 35 pounds of lean fucking tissue doing this. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Like, my legs were a lot bigger before.
Bro, that's what people don't understand. And the thing about it too is that like when you've been like in an environment where you have to compete, you know, like it doesn't leave you, man. No. I remember when you reached out to me and you had a breakdown. The show I was getting ready for, Ben Weeder. I remember being turned down at the airport after going through the whole through the whole prep, right? Broke me, right? So when I was getting ready for the Van Pro show, bro, one day I was on a cardio machine and the song that I had my routine to came on my
fucking starts crying.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm walking on this stuff, bro. I just start bawling my eyes out. Like, bro, it was a weird, bro. I'm saying like that kind of like cry where you're like, bro, it was weird, man.
We talked about that in the video that I posted yesterday. So this IFBB pro girl was like,
I don't trust you if you've never been on for me, it's a Stairmaster or treadmill, and you've never had that moment where you're just like in tears.
I'm telling you, bro, it's weird, man. That shit hit, but I couldn't control it.
It's like, it hurts just right.
Bro, like I'm telling you, man, like it was crazy. And bro, these are things that people like. You go through
mentally get ready for that.
No, like maybe we're not competing at the Olympia, but when you want something so bad, life is always gonna ask you how bad you want it. Think it's supposed to be fun. No.
Oh no. Some days are fun. Yeah. Some days are fun. Most of them aren't.
The things that make it fun is not what like everyone else sees. You know what I mean? Like for example, like
me getting to film with Will Tennyson. That was amazing. People were like, oh, how'd you do that? Yeah. It's like I fucking woke up at 4 a.m. every single day for 7 months straight. To do cardio for like 20-30 minutes. Yep. Like, and then I did it again at 10 p.m. And then I didn't cheat once. And it's like, and then I worked out every day, twice a day. Yeah. It's like people are like, no. Exactly. So people see the victories, they don't see all the work.
The work that you put behind it. No, I absolutely agree, man.
Okay, well, I have to go do groceries. We're gonna cut it here for this, and let's go do that. And if there's anything I learned that I did correctly in Toronto, or in this case when we're going to Texas, is that meal prepping is easily the most important thing that I can do right now. Because if I can essentially take all thought of food out of the way and just have everything ready so that the second I get down there, I can just take out a little baggie of how much that I need, then I'm good to go. So today we get to cook 22 pounds of ground turkey for the week. We actually changed recently is that I don't actually eat chicken anymore. I only eat ground turkey, and that's been helping me lose a bunch more weight. So while we do this, I think we need to have an honest conversation about something pretty important. I feel like this prep has been a lot harder than the last one. My energy levels are so incredibly low. I know that obviously I'm a lot leaner right now than I was for the last one, so obviously that has a part to do in it, but also the fact that my Crohn's kept flaring up and down, that took a lot out of me mentally and physically. The one thing I think that I really have to come to terms with, and I feel as though this is something that applies to anybody really that's doing any sort of transformation class or just bodybuilding in general, especially if it's your first time. Unfortunately, I saw that happen to a couple of the competitors last time. Coming to terms with the fact that all of the media that you're creating of yourself right now, all of the stage pictures that you're gonna get of yourself, what you look like on stage isn't actually what you look like. That's like the culmination of months and months of hard dieting, unsustainable life habits, crazy amounts of cardio, and pretty much just focusing on only that single slot allocation of like 1 hour, not even an hour. You're on stage for less than 10 minutes. So I think it's really important, especially coming from a person that had like, crazy eating disorder before. What you look like on stage that day isn't actually you. I saw a bunch of the competitors struggling with that after the first show. So I think that like being able to sort of see that, learning the lessons from from them is a pretty important thing to do here. To be honest, at this late in the game, I honestly couldn't care what my food tastes like. So I'm just gonna pan fry a bunch of it. I'm gonna throw a bunch in the air fryer just to get it done quickly. And then we're gonna wrap it up individually. And that's it for today. Tomorrow we are getting pretty, gonna spend some time in the gym, and we're packing for Texas. It's almost game day. It's finally starting to feel real and I'm pumped. But like always, I hope you all have a wonderful day.